In today's video, I'll be showing you how to create a very unique glow shake effect in After Effects. Once you already have your clip imported, like in every single video, I'm going to right click, go to new, and make a new adjustment layer. Make sure it's above our actual first clip, and then we're going to head straight into the effects. So the first effect you want to add is posterize time. For this effect, we're going to lower our frame rate from 24 to 20. Once after you lower down your frame rate, you're going to want to hit and close that out. Next effect you're going to add is S_shake. Once after that, we're going to head towards the beginning of our adjustment layer. Put our amount from 1 to 3. Click on our time watch to make an actual keyframe, then press E to U on my keyboard to open up our full timeline. We're going to head towards about the middle of our adjustment layer, so about 8 frames forward from right here. I'm going to lower down the amplitude from 3.0 to 0.21. So I'm going to go right here, 0.21. Always make sure when you're using the S_shake effect to always enable motion blur so our shake always looks good. We're going to highlight all of our keyframes right here, and then we're going to ease them by pressing F9 on our keyboard. Then we're going to head to Y shake, and we're going to go to Y rand amp. Once again, head towards the beginning of our adjustment layer, click on our time watch, and we're going to create an actual keyframe. Open up our timeline, and we're going to go right here and open up our rand amp, and we're going to change it from 96 to 300 for the start. We're going to place our second keyframe 1 frame before the middle of our adjustment layer. We're going to change our rand amp from 300 back down to 96. We're going to highlight all of our keyframes, then ease them. That is all for S_shake, so we're going to close it out. Next, I'm going to add optics compensation for our next effect. We're going to go right here to reverse lens distort and check it off. We're going to go to the middle of our adjustment layer. Then we're going to click on our time watch right here to create our first keyframe, then open up our timeline. We're going to put our first keyframe from 0 all the way to 94.8. Then we're going to go towards the end of our adjustment layer and put our second keyframe down to 0. We're going to push it towards the end. Then we're going to highlight all of our keyframes and ease them. Once after that, I'm just going to scroll through, look at our clip. You actually want to push our first keyframe right before our rand amp keyframe, so right here. And once we do that, it's going to give a nice zooming out effect. Once after that, we're going to close out optics compensation since we're not going to add anything else. Next effect I'm going to add is radial blur. Drag it in right there. Then we're going to go on our type, put on zoom, and our quality at high. We're going to go towards the middle of our adjustment layer, and we're going to put our amount from 10 to 20. We're going to go to our amount and create our first keyframe. Then head towards the end, put it at 0. We're going to highlight all of our keyframes. Then we're going to ease it, then push it towards the end. Once after that, we're going to close out our radial blur effect. Once after adding radial blur, I'm going to add S_ultra glow. Drag it in right there. Then we're going to head towards the beginning of our clip, and we're going to put our threshold from 0.4 to 0.111 or 0.11. Then I'm head towards the end of our clip. Before I do that, always make sure to create our first keyframe by pressing on the time watch. We're going to head towards the end of our clip and put it back up to 1. We're going to highlight all of our keyframes and ease it. We're going to push it towards the end for our last keyframe right there, or our second keyframe. We're going to go to our color, head up here on our RGB color, and we're going to look for a pinkish hue, so right there. And after that, we're going to close out our effect. We're going to save our project. Those are all the effects you'll need in order to create a very unique glow shake effect in After Effects. Hope you guys learned something new today. If you did, I would appreciate it if you guys were to subscribe, like, or leave a comment. I'm uploading weekly. With that all out of the way, chase your dreams, work hard, keep on being creative. I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace out.